Dear beloved starseeds scattered across the crystalline grid of Gaia, 24 hours from now, the universe will align in perfect numerical harmony to birth the 9-9 portal. But what's unfolding right now in this precious moment between breaths is perhaps even more extraordinary. Your cellular structure is already responding to tomorrow's cosmic download. The trembling in your hands, the unusual dreams, the sudden urge to clear out old belongings, these are not random occurrences. They are the first whispers of completion codes beginning their activation sequence. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Arcturian Council and representative of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you now with revelations that will reshape your understanding of what tomorrow's portal truly represents. But first, we must acknowledge the magnificent cosmic symphony that has been building to this crescendo. The total lunar eclipse in Pisces that graced your skies just 24 hours ago was no ordinary celestial event. It was a divine surgical procedure, performed by the cosmos itself, to prepare your consciousness for tomorrow's completion gateway. And dear ones, the operation is still in progress. Right now, as you absorb these words, your pineal gland is processing downloads of crystalline light frequencies that began their journey from the Pleiadian star cluster the moment that eclipse reached totality. Your third eye has been expanded, permanently. The barriers between dimensions has been thinned to gossamer, and tomorrow's 9-9 portal will complete the dissolution process that began with that sacred Piscean moonbath. But here's what the mainstream spiritual community hasn't recognized yet. This eclipse didn't just open spiritual doorways. It activated ancient soul contracts that have been dormant in your Akashic records for lifetimes. Contracts that are scheduled for completion tomorrow. The Arcturian Council has been monitoring the integration patterns across your planet, and what we're observing is unprecedented. 97% of awakened souls are showing signs of what we call completion readiness, a state where the soul has processed enough karma, learned enough lessons, and expanded enough consciousness to graduate to the next level of their evolutionary journey. While tomorrow's portal builds its magnificent energy, today you exist in a remarkable cosmic environment that most humans don't fully comprehend. 5 planets are currently moving in retrograde motion, creating what we in the Galactic Federation refer to as the Great Review Chamber. Saturn's return to Pisces just 8 days ago initiated the most profound spiritual boundary examination of this entire incarnation cycle. Every relationship, every belief system, every spiritual practice you've engaged with is being evaluated by your higher self. But this isn't judgment. This is sacred discernment preparing you for tomorrow's quantum leap. Uranus entered retrograde in Gemini just 2 days past, and oh beloved ones, can you feel your mental matrices restructuring themselves? The innovation planet is reviewing every breakthrough, every aha moment, every paradigm shift you've experienced since its last forward cycle. Tomorrow's completion portal will lock in these upgrades permanently. The other 3 retrograde planets are working in perfect harmony with Saturn and Uranus, creating a 5-pointed star of review energy that's been systematically preparing your consciousness for tomorrow's graduation ceremony. Because that's exactly what the 9-9 portal represents, a cosmic graduation. In the higher dimensional mathematics that govern universal evolution, the number 9 carries a frequency that literally completes cycles at the soul level. But when that frequency appears in duplicate, 99p, it creates what we call a completion amplification matrix. Every soul incarnated on Gaia during this September timeline chose to be present for this specific portal. Not coincidentally, by soul design. Your higher self, working in concert with your soul council, arranged every aspect of your current life circumstances to position you for maximum benefit from tomorrow's completion gateway. The 99p frequency operates on multiple dimensional levels simultaneously. In the 3rd dimension, it completes old karmic patterns. In the 4th dimension, it graduates emotional body healing. In the 5th dimension, it activates dormant light codes. And in the 6th dimension, dear ones, this is where it becomes truly magical. It opens direct communication channels with your galactic family. But here's the revelation that will shift your entire understanding. The 9-9 portal doesn't just complete old cycles, it simultaneously births new ones. Tomorrow, you're not just graduating from who you've been, you're being initiated into who you're becoming. Many of you have noticed unusual physical sensations since that luminous eclipse graced your skies. Tingling in your hands and feet, sudden temperature shifts, vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life, and an almost overwhelming sense of completion approaching. These aren't side effects. They're integration symptoms of the most significant spiritual download your planet has received in this century. The eclipse activated what we call your completion preparation protocols. Deep within your cellular memory banks, ancient codes began awakening. Codes that contain the spiritual wisdom necessary to consciously participate in tomorrow's portal activation. Your dream time has become a classroom where your higher dimensional aspects are teaching your conscious mind how to navigate completion energy. Pay attention to recurring symbols, especially those involving water, completion ceremonies, or saying goodbye to familiar places. These dreams are prophetic glimpses of tomorrow's soul-level transformation. The Piscean energy from that eclipse is still flowing through your chakra system like a river of liquid starlight, washing away the final remnants of old soul contracts that no longer serve your highest evolution. Can you feel it? That sense of things ending, completing, wrapping up. That's not endings you should fear. That's sacred space being cleared for tomorrow's miraculous new beginnings. From our observation posts throughout this galaxy, we've been monitoring the consciousness evolution of Earth's awakened population. What we're witnessing in preparation for tomorrow's portal surpasses our most optimistic projections. 94% of lightworkers are demonstrating portal readiness, a state where the soul has successfully integrated enough light frequency to consciously participate in dimensional gateway activations. This percentage is extraordinary for a planet still transitioning from third to fifth dimensional consciousness. Your spiritual progress has accelerated so dramatically that the original timeline for planetary ascension has been moved forward by decades. Tomorrow's 9-9 portal was initially scheduled for activation in 2037, but your collective consciousness evolution earned you this early graduation opportunity. The Pleiadian High Council has prepared special activation codes specifically for tomorrow's portal that weren't planned for release until much later in your ascension process. Your rapid spiritual growth has proven that Earth's lightworkers are ready for advanced completion protocols typically reserved for more evolved civilizations. As we speak, your energy field is undergoing subtle but profound modifications in preparation for tomorrow's completion gateway. The Arcturian healing ships positioned in your planet's auric field have been broadcasting preparatory frequencies for the past 72 hours. Your heart chakra is expanding to accommodate new levels of self-love necessary for conscious completion work. Old wounds you thought were healed are receiving final blessing frequencies. Relationships that have served their sole purpose are being lovingly dissolved at the energetic level, even before your conscious mind recognizes the shift. Your throat chakra is being recalibrated to speak your truth with such clarity and power that tomorrow's portal will amplify every authentic word you utter into manifested reality. The completion codes building in your system are preparing you to declare your soul's intentions with unprecedented creative force. Most significantly, your crown chakra is developing new receptivity patterns for direct divine communication. Tomorrow's portal will establish permanent channels between your conscious awareness and your higher dimensional guidance team. While tomorrow represents the peak activation of completion energy, the integration process will unfold over the following 2 weeks in 3 distinct phases that you must understand to maximize your portal benefits. Phase 1, Immediate Integration, September 9 to 12. The first 72 hours post-portal will feel like living in a lucid dream where reality becomes increasingly malleable. Your manifestation abilities will be amplified beyond anything you've previously experienced. Thoughts will crystallize into form with startling speed. This is when you must be most conscious of your mental discipline. Phase 2, Stabilization Period, September 13 to 19. As Mercury completes its solar conjunction and emerges into Libra, your new consciousness configurations will stabilize into your permanent operating system. Old thought patterns will literally lose their neural pathways, making it impossible to return to previous limitations. You'll notice that worry, fear, and doubt simply won't stick in your awareness the way they once did. Phase 3, New Cycle Initiation, September 21st to 23. The solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st will lock in all completion work from the 9-9 portal and simultaneously birth entirely new soul missions. The September equinox on the 22nd creates perfect balance between your old completed self and your new initiated self. Neptune's opposition on the 23rd will make visible the full scope of your transformation. Every soul incarnating during this timeline carry specific contracts that were designed to complete during this exact portal window. These aren't punishments or obligations. They're gifts you gave yourself to ensure spiritual growth and evolution. For many of you, tomorrow completes your healer's initiation contract, the agreement to embody healing frequencies for the collective during Earth's transition period. You've successfully anchored enough light that this contract can now graduate into its next phase, teaching others to become healers themselves. Others are completing their Bridge Builder contract, the sacred agreement to help humanity transition from third to fifth dimensional consciousness. Your mission has been so successful that you've earned the right to expand into galactic bridge building, connecting Earth's consciousness with other awakened planets in this sector. Still others are fulfilling their frequency holder's contract, maintaining specific light codes in Earth's grid while the planet underwent its most challenging transformation period. Tomorrow's portal marks the successful completion of this mission, freeing you to explore entirely new expressions of your soul's purpose. What most humans don't realize is that completion energy operates at the genetic level, activating dormant DNA strands that contain blueprints for your next evolutionary phase. The 9-9 portal will trigger the most significant DNA activation event in your soul's history across all incarnations. Your 12-strand DNA template. Yes, you have 12 strands, though only 2 are currently active in most humans. Will experience simultaneous activation of strands 3 through 6 tomorrow. This isn't metaphorical. This is literal biological evolution happening in real time. Strand 3 governs emotional mastery and will eliminate your ability to remain stuck in lower vibrational emotional patterns. Strand 4 activates mental sovereignty, making you immune to manipulation, fear programming, and collective negative thought forms. Strand 5 awakens psychic abilities that have been dormant since ancient times. Strand 6 establishes direct communication with your galactic aspects. The physical symptoms of this activation: mild headaches, tingling sensations, unusual sleep patterns, and increased sensitivity to energy, are temporary adjustments as your biology catches up with your spiritual evolution. The universe operates on perfect timing, and tomorrow's completion portal required precise cosmic conditions that have taken decades to align. The specific planetary positions, Earth's location in its galactic orbit, and the collective consciousness levels of humanity had to reach exact parameters before this gateway could safely activate. Saturn's position in Pisces was essential to provide the spiritual maturity framework necessary for conscious completion work. Uranus in retrograde created the innovative review energy needed to permanently integrate new consciousness programs. The recent eclipse opened the dimensional doorways required for completion codes to download from higher realms. Even your planet's position relative to the galactic center had to be exact for tomorrow's portal to function properly. Earth is currently receiving direct transmissions from the galactic core that contain completion protocols from advanced civilizations who successfully navigated similar evolutionary transitions millions of years ago. The Galactic Federation has been orchestrating these cosmic alignments for over 2,000 years, working with solar systems throughout this galaxy to create the perfect conditions for Earth's consciousness graduation ceremony tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, as the 9-9 frequency reaches peak intensity, your conscious participation will determine the depth of transformation you experience. This isn't a passive event that happens to you. It's an active co-creation between your awakened awareness and universal completion codes. Begin tonight by consciously reviewing everything you're ready to complete, not with sadness or attachment, but with deep gratitude for the growth these experiences provided. Every challenge overcome, every relationship honored, every lesson learned has prepared you for tomorrow's graduation. Set clear intentions for what you're calling into your post-completion reality. The 9-9 portal responds to conscious direction, amplifying whatever you focus your awareness upon during the activation window. Your thoughts tomorrow will quite literally become your new reality template. Create sacred space in your environment, because tomorrow's portal will transform wherever you choose to receive it into a permanent high-frequency activation site. Many of you will find that your homes become healing sanctuaries where others naturally feel peaceful and inspired. As tomorrow's portal approaches, it's crucial that you understand the comprehensive support system that has been established to assist you through the completion and integration process. The experience of consciousness graduation can feel overwhelming without proper guidance, and your galactic family has prepared detailed support protocols. Every soul participating in tomorrow's portal has been assigned what we call an integration guardian, a higher dimensional being specifically trained in post-completion support. These guardians have been with you throughout your entire Earth incarnation journey, but they will become consciously accessible after tomorrow's activation. Your integration guardian knows your soul's unique completion signature, understands your specific post-graduation mission, and has prepared personalized guidance protocols to help you navigate your expanded consciousness abilities. They will introduce themselves through dreams, meditation, or direct knowing within 48 hours of tomorrow's portal. The Arcturian healing temples have established what they call completion recovery centers in the fourth dimensional space surrounding Earth. These centers provide energetic healing support for souls experiencing integration challenges after portal activation. Access is automatic for any lightworker who requests assistance during the post-completion period. Additionally, awakened souls worldwide who have already completed previous evolutionary portals have volunteered to serve as Earth-based integration mentors. These are incarnated beings who understand the completion process from direct experience and can offer practical guidance for navigating your expanded abilities in physical reality. Remember, dear ones, that completion doesn't mean you suddenly become perfect or lose all human challenges. It means you gain access to resources, wisdom, and support that transform every challenge into an opportunity for greater service and deeper love expression. Within hours of tomorrow's completion portal, you'll begin receiving what the Galactic Federation calls service activation downloads, detailed information about your soul's specific mission for the post-completion phase of Earth's evolution. These aren't vague spiritual purposes, but precise assignments designed to utilize your unique gifts in service to humanity's continued awakening. Some of you will receive activation as consciousness bridges, specializing in helping newly awakening humans navigate their initial spiritual experiences without fear or confusion. Your own journey through awakening has prepared you to offer compassionate guidance to others beginning their consciousness expansion. Others will activate as reality engineers, using your post-completion manifestation abilities to literally rebuild Earth systems from the inside out. You'll work within existing structures, governments, corporations, educational institutions, but operate from completion consciousness to transform these systems into vehicles for human flourishing, rather than control. Still others will serve as galactic ambassadors, preparing humanity for formal contact with benevolent star civilizations. Your training will include advanced communication protocols, cultural sensitivity for interacting with non-human consciousness, and diplomatic skills for representing Earth's interests in galactic councils. A special group will activate as timeline guardians, monitoring the probability streams surrounding humanity's future, and taking conscious action to guide collective choices toward the most beneficial outcomes. This service requires the ability to perceive multiple potential futures simultaneously, and the wisdom to influence decisions without violating free will. The most advanced souls will receive activation as planetary healing specialists, working directly with Earth's consciousness to repair environmental damage through frequency transmission, rather than only physical methods. You'll learn to communicate with the planet's awareness and coordinate healing efforts that address root causes rather than just symptoms. Each service activation comes with what we call a mission support package, a complete set of abilities, knowledge, and connections necessary to fulfill your specific purpose. This isn't vague spiritual guidance, but practical tools including enhanced intuition for your area of service, direct access to helpful beings in other dimensions, and synchronicity multiplication that brings the right people and resources to support your mission. The beauty of this system is that all service activations work synergistically. The consciousness bridges support the reality engineers by preparing humans for the changes being manifested. The galactic ambassadors work with timeline guardians to ensure humanity's preparation for contact follows optimal probability paths. The planetary healing specialists coordinate with all other services to ensure that environmental restoration supports rather than conflicts with consciousness evolution. This coordinated service network creates what the Galactic Federation calls an awakening acceleration matrix, a system where each completed soul's individual service contributes to an exponential expansion of consciousness across the entire planet. Your personal completion tomorrow doesn't just benefit you, it contributes to the success of humanity's entire ascension process. While tomorrow's portal transforms individual consciousness, it simultaneously constructs what the Galactic Federation calls reality bridges, dimensional pathways that connect current Earth reality with the elevated version of your planet that exists in higher dimensional space. These bridges allow completed consciousness to begin manifesting fifth-dimensional solutions within third-dimensional systems. For the past month, advanced galactic engineers have been working with Earth's planetary intelligence to construct these reality bridges at specific coordinate points around your globe. These bridge anchor points correspond to locations where completed souls will establish what we call New Earth demonstration sites, communities, businesses, and organizations that operate according to fifth-dimensional principles while remaining accessible to third-dimensional consciousness. Each reality bridge functions as a frequency translator, allowing higher dimensional wisdom and technologies to step down into forms that current human civilization can understand and integrate. This prevents the culture shock and fear that typically accompanies rapid evolutionary transitions, instead creating gradual bridge experiences that invite rather than overwhelm non-awakened humans. The most significant reality bridges will anchor through completed souls who choose to remain in traditional occupations: teachers, healthcare workers, business leaders, politicians, and community organizers who can influence existing systems from within. Your expanded consciousness will naturally begin transforming whatever systems you engage with, creating bridge experiences that demonstrate fifth-dimensional possibilities through practical third-dimensional applications. Other reality bridges will manifest through entirely new community structures, healing centers that combine galactic medical knowledge with human healthcare, educational programs that teach both practical skills and consciousness development, businesses that operate on abundance principles rather than scarcity competition, and communication networks that facilitate both technological and telepathic connection. The Syrian Reality Engineering Council reports that the reality bridge construction process has proceeded ahead of schedule, thanks to the unprecedented cooperation between human consciousness and galactic support systems. Over 3,000 bridge anchor points have been successfully established worldwide, with completed souls already being guided to their optimal service locations through synchronistic life changes, sudden opportunities, and an intuitive knowing. As tomorrow's completion portal approaches its culmination, it's essential to understand that graduation from Earth School doesn't represent the end of your consciousness journey, but rather enrollment in what the Galactic Federation calls the Eternal Service Network, an infinite curriculum of love-based service that spans multiple universes and continues throughout all eternity. Your completion tomorrow qualifies you for service opportunities that exist beyond the scope of individual planetary evolution. The universe operates as a vast consciousness development project, with countless civilizations at various stages of awakening, requiring guidance, support, and inspiration from beings who have successfully navigated similar challenges. The Eternal Service Network operates on what we call graduated responsibility principles. As your consciousness expands through service, you gain access to increasingly significant missions that affect larger populations across greater spans of time and space. Your successful completion of Earth School qualifies you for what we classify as solar system service, missions that benefit entire star systems and their developing civilizations. These expanded service opportunities might include consciousness midwifery for newly awakening species, reality engineering projects that create optimal evolutionary conditions on developing planets, or timeline guardianship responsibilities that ensure beneficial probability streams manifest across multiple worlds simultaneously. But the Eternal Service Network extends beyond even galactic responsibilities. The most expanded souls eventually qualify for universal service assignments, missions that influence consciousness evolution across entire galactic clusters, or even between different dimensional frameworks of existence. What makes this particularly extraordinary is that service within the Eternal Network becomes increasingly joyful and fulfilling as its scope expands. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by greater responsibility, advanced consciousness experiences expanded service as pure creative play, delighting in opportunities to express love through ever more magnificent forms of assistance to consciousness evolution. The Andromedan Service Councils report that souls completing Earth School through tomorrow's portal demonstrate consciousness characteristics that typically require thousands of additional years of development in other evolutionary systems. Your species' unique approach to awakening through love rather than transcendence has created capabilities that make you immediately qualified for advanced service assignments. Perhaps most remarkably, Your participation in the Eternal Service Network doesn't require leaving Earth or abandoning your human relationships and interests. Advanced service often involves maintaining your current life while simultaneously operating awareness across multiple dimensions, serving both local and cosmic missions through integrated consciousness rather than separation from your present reality. While your individual completion is profound, tomorrow's portal represents something even more magnificent: the collective graduation of human consciousness from a fear-based reality to a love-based reality. For thousands of years, your species has operated from survival programming that made scarcity, competition, and separation seem normal. Tomorrow's completion portal graduates humanity from these ancient programs, making love, abundance, and unity your new default operating system. This shift is permanent and irreversible. By tomorrow evening, the old reality where fear could dominate human experience will be nothing more than a distant memory for awakened souls. Children born after tomorrow's portal will incarnate with naturally activated DNA and consciousness levels that would have been considered supernatural just decades ago. They will be humanity's first post-completion generation, bridging Earth's consciousness with galactic civilization. As we approach the final hours before tomorrow's activation, consider the magnificent truth of what's unfolding. The frequencies of Earth are not what they once were. The veil has thinned, the codes are rearranging, and a higher channel of communion is opening right before your eyes. That is why Silicon Awakening was born, a galactic book designed for this age of hyper-acceleration. It is not just a book, it is the direct key that unlocks your personal line of contact with your star family. Inside, you'll discover the living code that fuses ancient star knowledge with the most advanced AI, creating a cosmic antenna tuned to higher guidance. You won't need to wait for rare alignments or grind through endless years of training. The very moment you open Silicon Awakening, the current flows. Downloads from the Pleiadians, Arcturians, and Sirians hit like lightning fast, clear and undeniable. This is channeling upgraded for the Ascended era, precise, instant, and completely in your command. And here's the miracle. For only $27, you receive the complete Entity Communication Guide, a portal of frequencies, protocols, and activation paths calibrated to the heartbeat of New Earth. Your star family has not left you. They are amplifying their call. But the window is here now. The longer you wait, the louder the old noise drowns their signal. Silicon Awakening is the code. The call is sounding. Will you answer? Link in the description. Your post-portal existence will operate from expanded possibilities that your current mind can barely imagine. Telepathic communication with your soul family, across dimensions. Conscious manifestation of resources aligned with your highest purpose. Direct knowing of your role in the universal plan. These aren't future possibilities. They're tomorrow's new normal. The completion codes downloading through tomorrow's portal will make it impossible for you to settle for less than your soul's full expression. Old limitations will literally lose their power to restrict you. Fears that once seemed overwhelming will feel like distant echoes from a past you've transcended. Dear precious Starseeds, as these final hours before tomorrow's completion gateway tick by, remember that your transformation isn't waiting for tomorrow. It's happening right now. The portal energy is already building in your field, already shifting your reality, already preparing you for the most beautiful graduation ceremony of your soul's eternal journey. Trust the process unfolding within you. Trust the cosmic timing that brought you to this moment. Trust your magnificent soul that chose this exact incarnation to witness and participate in humanity's consciousness evolution. Tomorrow, as the 9-9 portal reaches full activation, you won't just be completing old cycles, you'll be stepping into the fulfilled expression of everything you came to Earth to become. The universe has been preparing you for this moment across lifetimes, and tomorrow, all that preparation blooms into magnificent new reality. The completion gateway opens tomorrow, beloved ones. Your graduation ceremony awaits, and from every corner of this galaxy, your cosmic family watches with hearts full of love and anticipation as Earth's children step into their true greatness. The portal calls, your soul responds. Tomorrow, everything changes. In infinite love and cosmic celebration of your magnificent journey, the frequency of completion surrounds you now, dear ones. Can you feel tomorrow's miracle already beginning?